Welcome back to Wave of Docker. Ignore the t-shirt tank. I'm playing basketball there today in a men's league. But yeah, Weekly Music episode number... That's my pillow. Number 28. Number 28, that's right. Yeah, 5 albums this week. One new one, a few classics, Nice hodgepodge as it usually is. But yeah, enough for me. On to the guys. And I'd like and subscribe and listen to these albums because they're good. But here they are. Album number 1 of the week, Running by Cafune. I'm gonna say Cafune. Came out 2021. Popped up on my recommended albums for today or whatever. And this album was great. I listened to it on my walk today. It was a nice tight, I think it was 33 minutes because it ended right as I got home. So that's always great. Just get to listen to it on my walk. I like that. And this album also has the track. I didn't realize this before going into it, because I just found it on the Spotify recommended. It has the song where it's the I watch the moon. And it has all you remember on the TikTok of all the sports edits where it shows a team's legacy of players, where it's for the Orioles it would be Cal Ripken, J.J. Hardy, Gunnar Henderson, and it just goes through the song. So I didn't realize that it had that, and that's a good song. That's a nice song to hear on TikTok. But yeah, this album was tight. It was super cool. Flowed really well. Didn't feel like anything was out of place. I liked it. I liked the feel. They describe themselves as alt pop, shoegazy. And there was one of the tracks towards the end of the record that sounded kind of had some breakcore kind of stuff in the background, which I thought was really neat. And the lead singer, Sedona, I think her name is, she rocks. Super dreamy vocals, just fits the genre. I thought she just fit in really well with. I don't know. I need to check out more from them because this album was just super cool, and it was definitely right up my alley, and I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna go 89 hot dogs out of 100 for Running by Cafune. On to the next album. Album number 2 of the week, Purple City Matrix by Purple City. Came out 2003, standing at, I don't know, I'm standing at it's an athlete. Hour 7 minutes. Like I said, 2003. Haven't checked out anything from Purple City before. I came up with my suggested a few days ago. And it was super dope. Really, really cool. Basically just a huge mixtape. And Purple City is evidently New York or Harlem, more specifically. I did some wiki research. But yeah, this was just a massive mixtape. I think it's just super cool. They had Kanye West on one of the tracks. I think his beat was really good. They sampled Gladiator a few times, which was really cool. They sampled Starships. We Built This City. That track was fantastic. Just a really cool, I don't know, just a cool album to listen to. It was just a really cool, production. And I don't know, it was just fun. It felt I love the feeling of a mixtape by a large group, like the Odd Future tapes, where it feels it was made and it was a lot of fun. And it's just a lot of friends hanging out in the booth, just recording shit and having fun. And this album had that feel to it, but it was just nice and like I said, an hour long. Everybody's doing their own track. I thought it was just cool, just a fun album to listen to, and you could tell that they had fun making it. I'm gonna go 84 hot dogs out of 100 for Purple City Matrix. That's a sample of The Matrix in the intro, which is pretty cool. But yeah, just a lot of cool sampling, good production, just a fun time. Like I said, 84 hot dogs out of 100. On to the next album. Album number 3 of the week, Everyone Loves the Sunshine by Roy Ayers Ubiquity. Came out in 74, I believe. I'll fact check that if I'm wrong on the screen. Yeah, came up with my suggested. Nice 37 minutes, 9 minutes long, I believe. Really funky stuff. I just listened to a Sly and the Family Stone album a few days ago, so I imagine that's why it popped up. But yeah, it was just funky, soulful, some pretty cool guitar. The title track, Everybody Loves the Sunshine, I think it's been sampled to hell. I've heard that my life, my life, my life, my life, and then I've heard that a gajillion times across, numerous hip hop and rap tracks. I think Freddie Gibbs has sampled it. I think Larry June sampled it on his project with The Alchemist, where it's the hand on the steering wheel. But yeah, this was just chock full of sample music similar to that X Spectrum project I listened to last week. But yeah, this was just a fun, funky time, good time album. I really enjoyed it. Not much else to say. I'll check it out. yeah, I mean, it's just, a gold mine for sampling, as most soul projects are from 20th century. So yeah, I'm gonna go 82 hot dogs out of 100 for Everybody Loves the Sunshine by Roy Ayers. Roy Ayers. That's a hard last name to pronounce. Ubiquity. On to the next one. Album number 4 of the week, Buck by Brain Story. Came out 2019. Nice tight 36 minutes. I love that. Go on my walk, come home, it's done. Fantastic. Just keep it moving. Yeah, I haven't checked out anything from Brain Story before. Came out on my recommended, as most of these albums do. I thought this album was really dope. It had touches of like Men I Trust and Uncle Jazz, just in terms of the guitar and the way that they muddled the mic on the lead singer. I thought that was really neat. It just added something to it. Like, I like that indie feel where just really like nice, tight, dope guitar. And then you had the lead singer just kind of had this like, I don't know if it's like muffled or it's like kind of like, it kind of sounds like it's coming out like off the radio. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense, but it just has that kind of like stereo kind of feel to it. I just really, really, really dig that. Yeah, I mean, I thought this album was dope. I enjoyed it. I need to check out more from Brainstorm if it's gonna sound like this. Yeah, cool cover too. Kind of reminds me of like old Western stuff. I don't know, but yeah, like I said, just like reminiscent of Uncle Jazz, Man I Trust with just the guitar, and how each song went about. Whatever I'm saying. But yeah, I enjoyed this album. I'm gonna go 87 hot dogs out of 100 for Buck by Brain Story. On to the next one. Album number 5 of the week, Bando Stone in the New World by Childish Gambino. Came out today, 2024, the last album by Mr. Childish Gambino. Big fan of his stuff. Wasn't that big a fan of Atavista. I preferred the original mixes from 2020. We already talked about that. One of the few artists to get a repeat review on Weekly Music, but I mean, it's Gambino. I gotta review him when I can. But also dropping 2 projects in the same year is pretty interesting and pretty cool from him. But I have to say, I think this album was a little bit disappointing for me, especially considering that this is his last project as Gambino. I'm not sure if he will be dropping anything just as Donald Glover. I'm not sure how to look into that, but yeah, I was a little bit disappointed. It was still a great project, but based off of what I've gotten from him in the past, especially Awaken My Love, which is like one of my favorite albums ever, like, I guess I just kind of tricked myself into being like, that's gonna be the standard for him going forward, and I guess not. But yeah, I mean, there were some high points on this. I thought the Yeet feature was meh. The song with Fushi was great. I thought she was really cool. I need to figure out which song featured Steve Lacy, because it wasn't listed and I couldn't really sense anything. And maybe I'll have to re-listen to it. But yeah, I think overall this album was a little bit disappointing, just in terms of what I like from Gambino and what I'd like to see from him. But I mean, it was still a fun mix, and there's definitely some maturity present on this project. Like, it's definitely, you can kind of feel, like, I mean, he said in an interview, it feels like a goodbye. You can kind of sense that, like, his daughter's featured on this and Alta Vista. Like, it's just really cool that he's kind of bringing how his life is currently into his music. I thought that's just really neat. It's just really neat from him. And I enjoyed this project, but I think overall it's disappointing. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a cool 80 hot dogs out of 100 for Bando Stone in the New World. But yeah, on to the dude. And now I'm back. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Weekly Music. Yeah, like I said, like, check out these albums. They're always great. I might add a link in the description to the spreadsheet that I have that has like, it's like the master sheet of all my rankings. And that'd be a fun little add-on. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, suggest some albums in the comment section below, and peace out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.